Do you realize? Can you see? Do you understand? I'm exercising. Boom, 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 just by thinking. When I speak, I know I'm going to be speaking to myself at the beginning, but this transmission will be opened up by others who will actually come in here and want to hear something intelligent. Something like that, intelligent. I'm working my hands, I'm exercising, I'm running my heart within my mind. I'm going to show you what I put down on paper, and sometimes it just won't make any sense to you, but is the penny that is the leading sou. In French, sou and sense of smell and understanding, and there are 7 basic scents to you. C, E, N, T, 5, 3, 14, and 20, which ends in CNT, Northern Telecom. 14 and 20 equals 52 and 58. Okay, C and E equals 3 and 5, which is 8, 8, 5, 8, and that's a silver line matrix, which is running like the cube. It's just like running inside the cube. 8, 5, 8, 40, 40, 53, 53, 8, 15, 8, 15, 86, 86, the 9 lives of the cat. Memory. Somebody's reading memory. And how do we read this memory? I'm going to just finish this design right now and show you how to finish reading this memory. Okay? Read this memory and you will know. Read this memory and you will know how it's read as I write it down and you don't see. And I usually like to show my art. And it's right over here. Hold on a second. I'm coming up with it. I'm making all this up as I go. And here. 2 fish. One here, the dogs, whatever you want to call it. The horns, right? Holder of the moon. Quarterback holds the snapping ball. The reflective moon from within the sky. The reflection on the earth. 2-sided moons, the moons of Mars. The scent I was talking about is that when you speak sense, when you speak about the pig in French, the place the animal lives is the pig house. They call it the sou, and sou also means to be under. Scent is 3, 5, 1, 4 is 5 and 2, 5 and 2 is earth. 2 and 5 is 1 quarter because that's the representation of quarter. 25 cents is a quarter. And a quarter equals to 100, which equals to 166, 616, bringer of the half light. Why? Because you have 4 corners, okay? And the passing is the center side. 20 equals to also 8, so this would be 5 and 8. 3 and 5 is 8, is 8, 5, 8. 8 by 5 is 40 and 40. 8 and 5 is 13, makes 53 and 53, 88. Bringer of the light, Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam, the passing of the Colorado River that divides and brings the water and runs the numbers inside Las Vegas. The numbers, which is the runner of all the minds put together who work the numbers and bring odds. Odds bring payouts. When I talk about numbers in 8 and 6, 8 and 6 have the spirit of 76 because when you play the game of craps, that's what the bet and payout is. You play 7 to win, you play 6 to win 7. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 45, 54. The runner of the IT system inside the holder of the son of the quarterback. 3 quarters, 3 times a quarter, right? But 3 times a quarter is 300 or 366 for 366 days. 3 times 100 is 300, 366. Which actually I put 363, but it can also be 636. Okay? 3 times 166 is 498. I'm not quite sure what I did here. It must be a mistake. It's got to be 366. 3 times 66 is 198. 6 times 36 is 180. And 36 is 216. 216, 9 days of 24 hours. That's the Mayan cycle plus the link date to the next 10 days of the Mayan cycle. 2 times 100 is 332. 200 plus 66 and 66, 132 is the doorway. 2 times the word half, 8, 9, 21, 27. 2 times the half is 54, the passage in through the sun. And I should take this and run it this way. You see the way this and this do not link, but they link with the vibration through here. I don't have this done right, but these are the teardrops, right? These are the paisleys. This runs all the way to here. Here's the square mark in between right over here. See the 2 eyes? So when you have 2 times a half, which is 54, when you have 3 times a half, you have 1 1/2. or 3-2. That's a blackjack payout, which means everything that is 10 Jack Queen King is all tens, equaling to 160 or 4 areas. Jack Queen King is 10 10 10, and then the 10 for the 10 area is 10 times 10 is 100 is 1,000 is 10,000 souls are on the line before the ace walks in. The ace is now the 11th, number 11 in blackjack. 1 and 1 is 2. The 10 Jack Queen King is all ones. It'd be 1 1 1 and 1. Add them up as 4. Multiply them as 1 1 and 4. Did you get that? The ace in blackjack is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Then you have 4 different ones. The 10 area, the jack, the queen, and the king. They're all ones. They're all ones, which has Jack Queen King position of 1, in which is the basic holder of 10. 10 is showing you the two sides of Jack Queen King. They show you the double bodies. Half equals 27. Quarter equals 100. 127. 127 is the gateway in the piano. Why? Because once you get to 1 and 2, and then you get to 7, it's A, B. And then you get to 7, A, B, C. This is your piano notes, because the 8th key, which is 7, 8, equals 1. The 9th key, right, equals 2. So it's 7, 8, 9. 7 equals the last one of the first section of A and B. And the 8th one is 1. The 9th one is 2. So that would be 7, 1, and 2 in your piano gateway. We understand the 7 because the pig, the sow, the swine. I'm going to go back and see if I have this over here. The swine. The sow, to sow the seed. The swine, the pig is in the sky. We buried the swine, okay? The sow is a female pig. She has 9 nipples, 9 to each side, divided by what this in the center of everything is the plugins. On each side is the sow, the nipples to plug in each side. The German 8 nation. The pig 977, 9 times 7 is 63, creation of sixes. The seed 19554. 5000, because each one of these are below 9, 180 degrees of a circle. But the reality is 180 degrees is not even close. See, the totality of the circle is actually supposed to be, for me, if a time of day is 1440 degrees, wouldn't you say we need 4 circles to create time? So 1 circle should be the total of 1440 that is in between the total circle, which is basically encompassed 88s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 360, 360, 360, 360. The reality is, even if I show you this, the reality is actually this. Because in order to make a perfect circle around these 3, it has to be this shape. You can't make it any smaller than these areas. Otherwise, you would not be making a circle. Otherwise, you would be probably creating the eye. Either it's a circle in 88, or it's 8, 8. You see, it's 8, it's 8, and it's 8. Or it's 8, and 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 it's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 8s. And then the roof. Remember, they were always talking about how do you build this without moving the pen, right? How do you... I'm trying... Well, my pen's not working now, so how do we build this? How do we build... how would we do this without lifting our pen, right? And this actually builds this with the roof. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. That's 3 areas of 8. In here you have 1, 2, 3. Now, is there any other 8? See over here, this is the torus. Inside of this one is the star and the torus. 3 circles and 4 circles. This one will create the eye, right? Even though this will be shorter on one side, just like you would be going like this, right? And you would be going, and then you'd start it out. So now you would actually have more of a space and less of a space. More of a space and less of a space. How things are made, how things are built, how things come together. Because we're building a star system. We're building the geometric star system that I'm not a scientist. I'm just showing you what games people play. I play these games to see what works and what doesn't work, and if it does work or doesn't work, and what the possibilities of how it could work, how I can actually build it in my art. Because what does an artist need to know in science? He only needs to create his own science that works for his work, that works for his artwork. So the last thing I want to add in is how this works. Time heaven, spirit heaven. 8 and 19, 8 and 20. S and T says street. It also says shit on me, because when this and this comes together, in order to join them, I just do that. Or I can do it over here. Regardless, I can make up what I want. 5 and 2 is earth. See these letters? I turn this one around and this one around, I get the same letters. I turn this one around and this one around, I get 5 and 2. Now, if I connect these all together, since we're already here, we're going to take the camera off. We're going to take a look. We're going to do, right? We're going to just, whoop. I didn't want to do that, but since it's done, I'm going to keep it there. And we're going to see what this turns into. Now, I could have turned this around and upside down and get a backwards A, right? We're going to take a different pencil and see what happens here. 9 plus, can we say 9 in the mirror? Does this guy hold a mirror to see this side? Your questions are here. Or is it I and I? Or do we just flip it upside down and go the A and 6? Do we have to fill all the lines in? What would be our question in here? 1, 1, 1. Is this the A letter or is this a 2? Then forget about this line 1. Forget about this line 5. 2, 1, 5 memory. So the question is, what is the question? So we understood the pig. We're going to go to woman. Woman is W-O is 38. Q and U is 38. Q and U is 17 and 21. W and O is 23 and 15. 36 creation of 40. 44, 32 the doorway. Woman, okay, female and male. Female is 5 and 6, 11. Male is 31, altered current of 1 and 1. 6 and 5, 7 and 4, 8 and 3, all ways to make 11. C and H, D and G, E and F. E and F is the same sounding word. This one over here, it's D, E, and G, E. Hey, look at the DAG. Look at the DAG. When we talk like this, we have to think of the Trailer Park Boys, because the Trailer Park Boys talk this way. It's the DAG. It's the DAG. It's not an A. The A now sounds like the O. It now sounds like an A or an E in the Trailer Park Boys, because that's the way it is from around the world. You can't tell me how a letter sounds, because I'm going to go and say, let's go to Scotland and see how they speak. Don't speak the way I speak. So now we have female and male. Inside of this, we have a total of 42, 9 lives of the cat. Inside of male, we have 28, the running of the moon. Or we have 27, the red sun. So then we can work our way up to something else where I wanted to show 1 and 2, Abba, father. 1, 2, 1, father. Now if we go 21, okay, it is the letter L, or L for female, father, mother. Now we go 1, 2, and then we go 3. And then we go 4, 5, and this is the foxhole of the sun, 4, 5, 5, 4. So we go 3, then we go 6. Now we go 7, 8, which is the split doorway, and we go 9. 1, 2, father, mother, to the foxhole of the sun, to the divided suns between the 7th gate gateway, in which I like to say is 313 Luna, or 202, the spirit is 76. 8 runs with 6. 5 runs with 9. 4 runs with 10. 10, 9, 6. 1, 9, 6, 169. 13 times 13, 169, B and B. because this is what they work in the game of craps. When you look at a cube, this is what it creates. Okay? Then there's combinations of letters. There's the reverse of letters, where T and H comes together. T equals 20 equals 26. H equals 0, 28 equals man. 26, 0 equals 6, 0 equals 6, 68. And 26 equals 94. This is 94 Uranus, 9 times 4, 36 creation, 9 and 4, 13. Creation of altered spirit. 1 and 2, 8 and 9 is the high sky. That was here, but now we're going to work with something else. We're going to go with, where's the 1 and 8? I'm trying to remember. Anyways, this is not what it is. 1 and 2, 8 and 9 says the high Abe. Abe, Abraham, ham is the pig. Ham radio, 1 antenna, right? 1 antenna in and out. Ham radio, we don't need 2 antennas, okay? Then we have 4, 3, 7, 4, 6, 1 equals 10. 4, 9 equals to 13 equals to 4. 1, 4, 7. 6 and 1 is 7. 6 and 4 is 10. 6 and 7 is 13. 4 is created with 3, 6, 9 Mars. 6 is created with the spirit 1, 4, 7 Mercury, Mars. And you see the way Mars is in here. You see the way these two come together in the 10-10 world. Artificial intelligence of creation of the 7th gate between 4 and 6. Mars and Saturn reversed in magic square as Earth and Uranus. So this is the basic of these numbers. We're going to leave it at this. Raphael 7286 coming to you from the House of Paint. Thank you for watching.